I bet you're wondering how Neo Financial, the latest unicorn fintech, has saved $10 million with the Marketplace platform. Shannon Burch, the Vice President of Neo Financial and past Director of Business Solutions at Scotiabank, is going to explain how Neo exploded their customer experience. And not only saved $10 million in the first year, but Neo also improved their service delivery to their customers by 40%. Here's what Shannon has to say about the GigCX Marketplace. How did your flex service providers perform compared to employees, and did they collaborate together effectively?
It's probably outperformed our expectations in the fact that we can, we measure kind of in the cohorts of, when you started and how your proficiency grows and how you, keep moving along and then being able to meet metrics. The metrics are the same. Doesn't matter whether you're on the flex side or on the permanent employee side of the Neo program, you are expected to do the same thing. You're expected to be able to have the same quality scores. You're expected to have the same handle times, which brings down our average speed to answer. We've seen just really good kind of in-step progression on that proficiency, and the quality is actually higher than Neo right now. And I would say, let's step back to I think the importance of the fact that our teams work as one on the program. So if there is challenges, if they're trying to solve something, they get into on video and they just work through and have a working session. If they do call calibrations or chat calibrations together, they do business reviews and planning together, all that stuff, so that it just feels like it's one big team working for the customer.
What % of cost savings have you realized by using flex service providers versus permanent employees?
But it is a percentage, right? I think I estimated it would be 20 to 25, and we're gonna, in 2024, we would have tapped out about 40, just over 40% savings.
40% savings.
Mm-hmm. And I would add on top of that savings then added to our profitability, right? Because our margins go up when the cost to serve has been contained.
Which countries did you choose for your flex workforce to serve your diverse customer base?
Yeah, so we are in Canada. We have some bilingual, because French has to be, part of our service offering in Canada. So we have Canadian bilingual, we have Jamaica and Barbados that we are in the Caribbean, and then we use Morocco as well to augment on the French side.
BPOs take 6 to 8 weeks to onboard. How fast did you get your first class up and running?
Yeah. So right after that meeting, I called you and said, "Okay, we're a go. Trust me, we're a go. Yep. Need to have it standing in 2 weeks." And you're like, "How about 3?" So we settled on 3, and that's what it was. So 3 weeks after that phone call, we were in the classroom with a group of people.
Could your internal team have onboarded this fast?
No, because we just don't have that whole resourcing aspect of the hiring process. We don't have the marketplace that you guys do. If I needed to hire 50 people, it still took probably 6, maybe 8 weeks.
What is Neo's cost to onboard an agent in your internal contact center?
I know it right down to the penny. Yeah, so we run, depending on the skill set or the language, it can run us anywhere from about $6,800 to $10,000.
How does that cost compare to your GigCX Marketplace?
I don't pay anything. 0.
What's your favorite thing about the marketplace?
I'm loving it. So for those of you that don't know, they have released a scoring system on the application. So for, when we set up the gig and we have the, job description, we also set up the questions that they're asked in the interview process, which is a virtual video. And now the AI scores it. This is brilliant. This is something I'm pretty sure every company wants, and you guys have it. So super excited about that.
How did your internal team utilize GigCX to launch into 4 different countries, all remote?
If the results are what you sold in the first place, there's no place to argue, right? You can't really argue with the fact that we get exceptional quality, and the attrition in both the flexible team and the in-house team is high performing in the industry. We can handle the complexity. We can now, we're in a really big growth curve again this year, and we're not seeing the bulges in headcount and that we've seen in previous years. So you just have to trust that the results are going to be what you think they're going to be. And as long as that's what I sold them, now it's this is what we do every day. This is how we handle our customers.
Many companies struggle with fragmented software. What was your experience like with GigCX's purpose-built platform?
Yeah, I think there's definitely companies that try to integrate. What I would say that most of them don't do it successfully. They don't have the same effectiveness in every element of those. And so far, we have not seen anything that shows weakness in the GigCX Marketplace.
Great.
Why is it critical for companies to use the GigCX Marketplace when they're failing to control costs and customer expectations?
Yeah, I would just say get started. You can overthink something. You can be like, oh, what about this edge case? What about this edge case? For sure, there's going to be things that trip this process up. There's going to be things that maybe don't go as well as you expect right out of the gate, but it's flexible. And that's the beauty. You can figure it out as you go along. And I feel that we're just on this cusp of the business ecosystem that we all operate in today is not going to be the same 5 years from now. And so if you're not starting to, make these kind of decisions now, we might not be having this conversation in 5 years.
And